Vermont, a state that's known for its mountains, the Green Mountain State. It was a farming town going back over 250 years, but it also had the first ski chairlift in the east coast of the United States. Stowe has always been known for its skiing. Because of the history of skiing in Stowe, it's drawn a lot of Europeans here, Swiss and Austrian, German, Norwegian and Swedish, and they really have added to the overall international flair of Stowe. I'm Sam Von Trapp. I was born here in Stowe, Vermont. My family came over from Austria in 1938, and when they found Stowe in 1942, it reminded them of Austria. After the musical The Sound of Music was made, our family story has become a big part of the Vermont culture and the draw to this area. We do have history tours here at Trapp Family Lodge that help to sort of bridge the gap for people between the story of The Sound of Music and the real story. And my family, we actually finish the tours ourselves. So it's a chance for people to ask questions directly of a Von Trapp. Vermont is absolutely known for its fall foliage from the last week of September through the middle of October. You look out across the valley, it's just absolutely magnificent. Moss Glen Falls is a very easy hike, nice narrow falls cascading down through, moss along the sides, many different overlooks that you can stop at, and you can wade into the water at the bottom and cool off on a nice hot day. Smuggler's Notch State Park, you can imagine from the name, is where the smugglers used to come in from Canada, bringing the booze down during Prohibition. It's a road that is gorgeous to drive through in the spring, summer, and fall. You've got huge cliffs on either side, gorgeous views over to the other side. And it's a nice spot to go on a hot day, getting into the shade of the mountains and getting up a little bit in elevation. Mount Mansfield is the tallest mountain in Vermont, 4,393 feet. The top of it is open, so you've got a full view in every direction. One of the great things about having big mountains is the zip lining. You've got a lot of vertical drop. You're descending about 2,000 vertical feet through 3 different pitches. And if you choose to, you can go about as fast as a car going down the freeway. Vermont has the most breweries per capita of any state in the United States, and Stowe happens to be one of the concentration areas. We've got Von Trapp Brewing with our focus on traditional Austrian Bavarian-style lagers. Idle Time is a real institution here in Stowe. It's also located right on the recreation path, so people can pop in the summer off of their bikes and have a nice meal right there on the patio, listening to music outdoors. The reason I love Stowe so much is the combination of nature and the culture and culinary options that come with being in a top-level resort town.
The most unique part about Burlington is its setting. We have the beautiful shores of Lake Champlain, so many wonderful mountains in our backyard. There's a ton of outdoor activities for every season. In the summer, tons of biking. In the winter, there's local ski mountains. Sugarbush, Stowe, and Jay Peak are among my favorites. Lake Champlain spans from southern Vermont all the way to Canada. It's known for its fantastic bass fishing. I personally love the bike path, which runs along the coast of the lake, all the way to the Colchester Causeway, which is this chute of land totally surrounded by lake. I love to go out on the boat, watch the sunset right over the lake. Vermont, and Burlington in particular, has become known as an artisan location, and the craft producers dedicated themselves to putting out wonderful, unique products. Mad River Distillers makes a ton of different spirits. I think they make one of everything. Smuggler's Notch is another wonderful distillery. Their vodka is among one of my favorite Vermont-made vodkas. Vermont is very well known for its handmade cheeses. There's so many dairy farms, and they're making beautiful, unique cheeses. At Shelburne Farms, you can walk right up to the cheese-making window, watch them in all stages of the cheddar process. You can also sample all of the cheddars they make, as many samples as you can eat. Pizzeria Verita is a Neapolitan restaurant in downtown Burlington. They make wood-fired pizzas. They use a blend of Italian products as well as Vermont-made products. one of my number one recommendations is to hop on a bike and do a little brew tour. In Burlington, we're fortunate to have all the breweries in a relatively close proximity, and they're so fun to bike to, grab a quick beer on a sunny day, and tour around. On Church Street, you'll find a plethora of eclectic coffee shops, great restaurants, fun bars. Commandeer is a cute gift shop right downtown in Burlington. They have a bunch of Vermont-made products, beautiful jewelry from Vermont artists, as well as artists from around the country. The people of Vermont are wonderful. We see all walks of life. The general vibe I find is very laid back.